Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. So I got a few people commenting telling me that can you give 3 reasons why Sackboy Big Adventure isn't a ripoff of Mario. So we're gonna look over, is it a ripoff? First off, I'm gonna look at the similarities, then the differences. So first off we have the similarities. So Mario and Sackboy in Sackboy Adventure and Mario 3 World / Land, whatever, have incredibly similar movesets. Their jumps are similar, they can roll similarly, they can flutter, jump, boat, Luigi flutter, you know what I mean? So the movesets are very similar, the way they move around and the way they design the movesets. The slap and kick moves are actually moves from Super Mario 64. Just in case you weren't familiar with that, we saw those slap and kick moves in the original trailer. But other than that, are there any similarities? They're both 3D platformers, yes, but there are other 3D platformers. This is not Ripple Ratchet and Clank, just because they're 3D platformers. The differences, okay? The overall gameplay is a whole lot different. The core gameplay is very similar, however, Mario runs around, jumps and hits things, all kind of stuff. Sackboy runs around, he has jump pads, he grabbles into things, he has a variety of different power-ups in this game until you change up the gameplay, you collect prize bubbles, all that kind of stuff that make this game different from Mario. He also can take one hit, and all the fundamentals of the games are different, at least we know of, from the Sackboy trailers. It's completely different in like his environment that he uses, which creates very different gameplay than a Mario game. Okay, then we have the overall graphical design and feel of the game. Mario has that same like, oh, this is a desert, this world's a thing. Sackboy takes a completely different approach. Their environments are completely different, and while they are like grass themed and snow themed, they're still completely different environments that have almost nothing to do with each other. So I would again argue that the environments and the overall feel of the game is very different. The music's very different. Look at the difference now, in case you couldn't figure that out. You also have like costumes. Sackboy has tons of costumes. Mario doesn't at all, which is really lame. I like costumes, and Mario's like, nah, honestly, sure, but every other game, fuck it. Yeah, so then we also have a few other things. I wanted to briefly cover the vibe of the game. Sackboy has a really colorful, creative vibe. Mario doesn't really have that. It's just fun. They're just fun to play. They don't have that same vibe that a lot of All Planet games have. Even Planet 3, Karting, Vita, PSP, and etc. Now, we've looked at some similarities and differences, and looking at both of these, I'm going to say that Sackboy Big Adventure is not a ripoff of Super Mario 3D Land / World or any Mario game. The movesets are similar, but other than that, the core gameplay is completely different, the environment is completely different, the music is different, the maps are quite different. People will say the map looks very similar to 3D Land. If you've played both games, that's not the case. They're very different maps. Sackboy has a 3D map you can walk around in, they go into levels. Mario's was like here's one level, scroll to the next, which is really boring. I hate those. I always hated those maps. They sucked. In Mario, like in New Super Mario Bros, the maps are, in Super Mario 3, maps are great, but most other Mario games, they have really shitty maps. The story, I flipped hard the story. The story, Little Planet always has some kind of story, and it's always heavily influenced us. The first few games didn't have a big story. In fact, if you weren't paying attention, you'd forget what the story is. Little Planet 2, Vita, and 3 have really strict stories that go along with all the levels and make perfect coherent sense, and the stories are amazing and well thought out. Mario has a story mode, sure, but it doesn't have any story. It's like, save Princess Peach this one time, or defeat Bowser. There's no originality. The stories are very different. So I'm going to say that while Sackboy Big Adventure is partly inspired by a Mario game, it is not a rip-off of the Mario, and they are actually quite different games. That's it for this Sackboy Big Adventure video, or SABA, that's what we're about to call it. It's S-A-B-A. Thank you all for watching. I want to ask you guys to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I love welcoming to all your comments. I love welcoming all those subscribers. Make sure to do that. But for now, see you later. Bye-bye.
So cute. Sackboy.
I said the brave, bold, heroic.
Brave, bold, and heroic Sackboy.
That's more like it.
Yeah, he's so cool. I love him. Dun, dun. Then into night.
Yes, this valiant warrior will face many dangers.
Yeah, he will.
Treacherous jungles await him.
He can do it.